Hbar holders, welcome back. I want to give you guys an update because right now, Hedera and Bitcoin following very closely to one another. So in a market that we are looking at a lot of volatility, a lot of added risk, and a lot of question marks as we get into the weekend, I want to talk about the Hbar price and how this trickles down into what Bitcoin is doing as well. So if you are new to the channel, hit that like button. Please subscribe down below. This will be a quick, about 5 minutes of your time, and we'll get you guys on your way and into the weekend. I'm Mark. For those of you that do not know, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Also, you can give me a follow on X as well. But let's look into what Hbar is doing right here, right now. Okay, so trading at 17 cents was where we were at to start off the day, but now down almost 8% as we do look at 16 cents. Hbar losing one spot in market cap on an overall red day across the board. You can look at some of the weakness within Bitcoin, firmly below 100,000 once again, and Ethereum in that $3,200 range. Okay, so what I'm telling you guys is not financial advice. I'm sharing with you guys my thoughts, my viewpoints, and as well some of the big moves in the market. So keep that in mind as we get into this article that is illustrating how Hbar is very closely connected to what Bitcoin is doing. And as we do look at the price falling below a multi-week critical support, felt relevant to talk about it a little bit, okay? So as we are going along and you guys are following along, I do want to share with you guys the exchange that I do trade on. This is BITUNIX, all right? So if you're not using BITUNIX, this is where you can find a link down below in the description. This is the exchange that I do use every single day for my spot and leverage trading. And with that link, you will get a 25% bonus to your futures trading account in the form of USDT. Just make sure it's right for you, where you're located, understand their terms and conditions. And if you do all your research and due diligence, if this is an exchange that you do want to partner up with, come trade with me on BITUNIX, okay? But as we look into what's happening within Hbar, now, as we've seen the price declining, and I do want to kind of allude to what we've seen over the last month, okay? It's 11.6% down from about 21.5 cents that we did see back in the end of October, okay? So looking at this, we are seeing the investors pull back. Now, the correlation with Bitcoin has climbed to a 0.76 value. So what Hbar is doing is closely tied in and connected within Bitcoin's movements. We've seen this correlation kind of at one time benefit Hbar, but still within the volatility, the risk, the downturn, it's kind of working in the opposite manner, okay? So we have lost that 16.2 support. And when we talk about the assets that are currently in downturns, this is where the entire crypto sentiment right now, as they put it here in this piece, and I completely agree, it's very defensive, okay? So that's what you're seeing right here. This is the correlation with Bitcoin. You can see how this is on a steady uptrend. And we were back here in the end of October, but it's important to understand that's when Bitcoin was surging. So Hbar was surging as well alongside Bitcoin, okay? So a lot of the macro momentum is weakening, and that's what we're seeing as a lot of the technicals here pointing towards sustained outflows. Another metric that we do look at, the CMF, that is the Chaikin money flow, that's going deeper into the negative territory as well. So as we do see this reflection of a declining accumulation, okay? So that's when investors, buyers are stepping back from the buying position, and that's when the sellers have control of the market. So as we do look at investor support as being one of the key drivers of the upside, when we do have this happening right now, this is not a good thing. So what we're talking about is just basically the loss of critical support. We are almost 8% down into the red as I'm making this video. And as we continue to kind of break down, we may see Hbar fall to 15 cents and even a little bit further if we do see that investor selling sentiment continue and fueling this negative bearish pressure that we have had in this market. Now, in the short term, what I've been doing is this has been kind of working both ways, right? If you guys watch my stuff every day, what I'm doing personally is I'm taking full advantage of this volatility. It's a trader's paradise. Cryptos that have been running extremely hot, I'm looking to short. It's not necessarily because I don't believe in them. It's just because I'm joining the market, okay? And I know, with what I'm doing, it's probably not a good thing to say, hey, well, if you're a bull, why are you not holding on to the crypto? Because guys, if you do not trade crypto, it's going to be very hard to just hold and wait, especially in a market like this where there's all this added volatility. It's a trader's paradise, okay? And just because I'm shorting a crypto doesn't mean that I don't believe in the long-term prospectus of that said asset. It just means that you got to strike while the iron's hot when it comes to the market either being up or down, okay? So essentially what it comes down to is if you do want to follow what Hbar is doing, follow Bitcoin. The correlating effect is very strong right now in today's market. And if we do continue to break down below that 16.2, we could see a move into the 15s. However, if we do break out and see a target getting elevated to that 17 cents level, I could see Hbar making a very strong case to open up the doors, getting back up to that 19, 20 cents territory. Okay, so that's where we're at. If you guys have any comments you want to add to the discussion, feel free down below. Appreciate you all tuning in and give me a couple minutes of your time. Enjoy the weekend, and we'll talk to you guys very soon in the next video. Cheers.